good morning to you. Good morning. Oh, I hope my phone don't fall. I hope my phone don't fall. Hold up, buttercups. I'm in my sister's car, so there's that. So we're gonna do a quick one. And the thing is, the reason why I'm gonna do it in the car, okay? So I'm in the car. I can kind of read you, but I can't. All right, obviously driving. So when I get home, I'm gonna do another one, okay? I sit down with you guys. But I pulled 3 cards for the car ride so I can talk to you for like 10 minutes, all right? Because my son forgot his backpack. Want to know why? Okay? Because he was too busy looking in the damn mirror this morning before school. All right, Mr. Okay, hold on, my sister's tag. He's obviously into boys now. I mean, girls. He's at that age where it's like the boys are kind of like into girls, you know? So I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I literally saw him in the mirror this morning doing some like dance, okay? And I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because I'll just embarrass him. So meanwhile, while he's in the mirror doing his hair, all right? Yeah, he does his hair now too. And I didn't say anything to him, but I was dying laughing, dancing, doing his hair, okay? So we get to school and he's like, where's my backpack? I was like, I don't know. You usually put it on your back every morning. Like, why is it my responsibility? So anywho, I'm off to school to deliver his backpack. And I have to take my sister's car because Lonnie's got my car. And I'm all over the place. But I really, really, really wanted to do a reading today outside. And it's raining and it's icky. And I almost thought about just going to the lake anyway, sitting in the car and doing a reading because I just feel like there's something about outside today, even though it's lousy out. So I threw 3 cards for the ride, okay? And out first was the Death card, then you got the 2 of Wands, and then you got Temperance. So it's definitely rebirth, okay? Something's over, for you to move forward, deciding what direction you want to go in. And it's so important when you decide what direction you want to go in this time around. There's balance. You're healing from whatever needed to be healed. You're patient on yourself. You're patient in this new direction, okay? Whatever direction you choose. When the 2 of Wands comes out, it's usually because there's always some type of opportunity that the divine is given, okay? Talking about opportunities real quick, because a lot of you like, oh, there's no opportunity. Well, yeah, there's an opportunity to make up, break up, choose another job, go in another direction, choose to have another attitude. It's things like that, okay? It doesn't have to be this big gift or something extravagant. Like it can be so tiny. They can just give you a shift of energy and all of a sudden you feel like super energetic and you're just like, this is great. Well, the energy it's given to you, okay, from the planets and stars. So it's like that's a new opportunity too. So now that there's going to be like an opportunity coming your way, or it's already presented to you, you have to choose what direction to go in. And when you choose, remember to ground yourself, have patience with yourself. It can also represent, well, what was at the bottom of the deck? I quickly peeked. Oh, it was the Princess of Wands. Okay. So, the pages is something fresh, is new. Okay. This one's all about adventure, having fun with yourselves, going in new directions, exploring. And it's like, guys, even if you don't have the money to pick up and take a vacation or something like that, it's like it's new areas to explore. Like, say you normally go to this park. Well, why don't you go, 20 miles down the street or 2 miles in a different direction and check out another park, new stomping grounds. It's things like that to ground yourselves, because it's important to be outside, and I am feeling it today, but like I can't be outside. It's too cold, and rainy and dreary. But I'm feeling the energy. It's strong, okay? It's got quite the pull right now. You got to remember, Uranus is here, Mercury, it is Mercury retro, but it's Scorpio, okay? So death card, first one out, this is about kind of like feeling alive again, okay? It depends on how long this transformation's been occurring and taking place, first of all. Okay, but it's about, you go from the death card that's black and white to the Two of Wands that's full of color. All right, so if you're not happy in a situation, let it go. Okay, with the Taurus being a fixed sign as well, and where the planet's in position, it's time to get out of your comfort zone. And it's like whatever people run away from is usually what you really should be running towards. So it's just new directions and a new outlook and going with the flow of energy. I don't know if your decision making is going to be a little up in the air. All right, the Temperance card to me in this particular deck, it was the Stork. All right, so it's kind of like the death card died, okay? Two of Wands, you're in the middle, you're at your crossroads. And it's like, then you had Temperance, which again is a stork, but it's like delivering a baby. So it's like brand new energy, all right, that should be hitting you. And if it's, if that energy comes with sorrow, or it comes with, pain, anything like that, it's time to release. It's time to, get outside the comfort zone. There is a website too. I wanted you guys to check this out. It's Astrology Cafe, I believe. Go look at your birth chart. That might be the one I actually use, but my link is no longer up, and it will tell you how many masculine signs you have versus feminine. Like I have 6 feminine and 4 masculine, but you kind of want to know where your masculine sits if you're feminine and vice versa, okay? Because that will actually help too. That particular part of your chat, a lot of people don't even like reference like, which planet's masculine, feminine, zodiacs, that type of stuff, because it's like, it's important to know, because when those are in season or they're in play, right off the rip, you're going to be in a different energy, working with a different energy. You're going to feel different. You're going to roll with it differently. Okay. So it's, you don't need to know your whole chat, but that kind of stuff is great to know. All right. And like I said, I didn't clarify. I just really wanted to do a read for you guys being outdoors, even though I tossed the cards indoors. And so this Temperance card, balance, patience, we all know what temperance stands for. It's also divine. It's a lot of things. It just depends on how it comes out. All right. And because this is a stork and the other bird was dead, there's one that's alive now. Okay. And the Temperance card was full of color too. So if you're just kind of like a little bit of a funk, or don't know which way to go, don't worry. Look at the positive in things. Don't use your chart as an excuse. This is when people start using their chart for an excuse. Well, it's this, it's that. It's like, no, this can be beautiful energy. Okay, this is transformational. Me and my freaking words. That's what this energy is. Okay, and it's like, it's time to fly. All right, pay attention. I guarantee you're seeing a lot of birds. I don't know why, but you are. Okay, and if you're not, pay attention. I guarantee you will. You're gonna start seeing them flocking in 2 versus 1. Remember that blackbird in my mom's backyard? I saw it last year. And it came back. Well, now it's Paris here. And it's like, wow. I'm like, I've seen that bird for what, 2-3 weeks now? And now it's got its like mate. And they were like flying around, zooming, having a blast the other day. And I was like, oh, I'm so happy for you. So it's like the mates are coming together. It's that type of stuff, okay? So there's always little signs in nature. Even if it's lousy outside, sit in your car for like a minute before you go into work. You know what I mean? Take a breath, relax, look around. What do the leaves look like? You know what I mean? Or if it's stormy, you got like little leaves or buds or twigs on your window. Like what is, you know, it's stuff like that. Like appreciate what it is that you normally wouldn't appreciate, because it's the little things like that that can, you know, just make your day or make you think of something differently. Or, you know, don't pity one in this energy either. And energy where people once again swept shit under the rug, and now it's time to, you know, what do? Hang the rugs and you bat them with a broom or something? You know what I mean? So you got fresh starts coming in, going out. Look at something as an opportunity. I know a lot of people like, oh, well, a breakup or somebody being out of your life or something, a completion, you know, because the world was out there and you really need to. Because I think there's so many readers. I don't know how everybody reads, but when I was obsessed with tarot readers a couple years ago, I'd be like, a new opportunity. So it's like, can you hear me? Elmo's World. Can you hear me? Anyone out there? Yes, okay. So I don't know about other readers, but when I was watching years ago, I know I'd be all excited, like new opportunities, people coming in, you know, new jobs, money, whatever the case may be, going out with friends. But I don't think anyone really chalks it up to like, hey, you know, maybe it's just a new opportunity to check out a new part of the woods or go to a different part of the lake. You know what I mean? Like, because that will shift your energy. It's stuff like that, okay? What else did I want to touch base on real quick? Because I was going to wrap it up. I'm going to do another read. I'd say about a half hour. Go home, sit down, read. But it was important for me to be outside with this one, I guess. It's not, I guess, I know. So, you know, Taurus is very grounding energy too. It's earthly, okay? But it also rules your finances, your beauty, how you're looking at things. And then Scorp is all about, you know, the rebirth, the darker side, the shadow side, looking at things differently, your perspective, making sure you're having gratitude, making sure you're acknowledging certain things, okay? It's how you push through this type of energy. There's this family in front of me with the license plate, and it looked like a little tower and castle with a little witch thing. It says love, I don't know, WDW, love WDW. Oh, I have the hardest time figuring out license plates sometimes. I don't know what that's all about. So I don't know if it's like a little mini tower moment. I know we were having those, you know, so I don't know if some of you still feel like you're in it. Be careful with the witchcraft, okay, right now. There's good and there's bad. We've talked about that before. When I went out to dinner the other night, this guy had a Jeep, and around his tire it said the witch something, I don't know. And then it occurred to me that his license plate said Tabitha. And I was like, oh my gosh, I used to love that show, Bewitched, where she would just kind of like twitch her nose. And my mom used to say I used to run around twitching my nose all the time, thinking it would work to clean up my bedroom. And needless to say, it never worked. All right, I didn't have all the little owls and birdies and like Cinderella, Snow White picking up my bedroom. But I thought that was cute because it's Tabitha and it's bewitched, you know. And then I was thinking of like I Dream of Jeannie, and I don't know, I used to love those type of shows. But just be careful. Like, it's not like, oh, just be, guys, when you do spells, okay, I got this one friend and I instantly knew, a while back she was playing with black magic, not intentionally, but the way she was calling in souls, the way she was doing things, okay, kind of taunting them, just it's just, and then I caught up with her the other night and I looked at her and I was just like, Minkia, like, I don't even know what to do with you right now. Like, so dark. Alright. You know, that's all around. You gotta be careful too when you use tarot and how what you say, and you know, you can taunt just by shutting the light off and being like, say something or flicker something. It's like spirit's not here to impress you guys like that. They're not here for you guys to make a joke out of them and stuff like that, so when you do shit like that can cause, dark entities. That's why I'm not big on like the ghost shows or certain stuff, the way certain things get disrespected. But just be careful on even how you're tossing cards, who you're talking to. I do want to have the pendulum talk. I still need to do that with you guys, but this is the energy too where we've talked about the dark and the light being out, all that stuff. I'm not so worried about that, how you're presenting things, even your words, okay, can be tricky. You got to be careful. I guess be supportive, but don't coddle. I keep seeing like tricky, so I don't know if it's referencing black magic or if it's tricky energy or people are playing games, tricks. I don't know if some of you are being tested right now, like someone's testing you. I feel like someone's testing you, but I don't feel like it's the divine. Okay, it's either the energy around you or you're legitimately testing yourself. It's something like that. So I'm trying to cover all ends of tricky. If somebody's playing games and being manipulative, it's like, you're smarter than that. You should know. Okay? Your gut will tell you. It wouldn't be the first time this person's tried to pull the wool over your eyes. But you're being tested. I don't know what that's about. You could just be testing yourself. I don't think it's the divine testing you, to be honest with you. But just tricky energy, manipulative energy, argumentative energy, competition, people that, really like to compete, but then, you get all worked up and it's like, it's just be careful, because right now you got the darker energy and you got to balance the yin and the yang. There's no way around it, okay? Just be careful. Even when you're out and about and you can't fear going out or stepping outside or being part of whatever is happening, but like, you can protect yourself if you don't have to go outside or you don't have to get in between an argument. Like don't. This is not the energy to step into that, okay? Because that's not good either. All right. So I feel like I covered that with the tricky. It could just be tricky energy in general, guys. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think we're covered. I'm at school right now to drop off his backpack, and I'll go back and I'll get ready and I will do a reading for you guys. Okay? I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. If I don't catch you in like a half hour, okay? Yeah, Lucy. What was I gonna say? There was one more thing. I can't remember. Let me run his backpack in. If you want to stay, stay. Hold on. Okay, you gotta love Scorpio energy. I'm gonna blame it on Scorpio right now when I just said not to do that, okay? Because I just dropped my son's backpack off, and I remember going through that last time and I completely spaced it. I don't know who this lady is at the front desk, but I don't effing like her, all right? I was like, can you let him know I dropped his backpack off? Well, you know, ma'am, we can't interrupt the classroom. I said, you know what? I get that. I said, but he needed it for first period. Well, does he know that you're dropping it off? I said, yeah, I was going to have him drop it off. Well, then I'm guessing, she says, well, I'm guessing he's going to come to the office to get his backpack then. I said, well, you know what happens when we assume, right? I said, so how about after class when the kids are in the hallway, if you can announce it on the intercom, you know? And she's like, yeah, well, we don't do that either. And gave me a nasty look. I was like, I fucking, you know how much money I pay you guys every week? Just walking away from her. I didn't even look at her, and I'm not that type of person, okay? So it's like, holy crap. So see how my energy just shifted with one person? As I just said, beware of like people around you, because other snooty energy clings to the good energy. Freaking, it's like swiping, no swiping, you know? Freaking Dora. Freaking A, man. So anywho's, for those who didn't hear me earlier, Caden, you know how he's got like his whole new like wardrobe and stuff, and he forgot his backpack this morning. Do you realize he was in the bathroom doing his hair? He does his hair now, right, to impress the ladies. And he was doing some dance. That's why he forgot his backpack, because he was too busy looking at himself in the freaking mirror, okay? I was like, oh my god, all my babies are like not babies anymore. Like, for real? Like, you're into girls now? Like, so anywho, that's how my morning just went. But like I said, if you can just kind of like maybe even sit in the car, okay, and even if it's just like a minute or two, all right, and just kind of like look around, take it in, do what you can do, all right. And I did want to mention something, but honestly I can't remember. We talked about the tricky. So, you know, just recap. We got the death. We had the death card, the Two of Wands, and Temperance. At the bottom of the deck was the Princess of Wands. You know, that could be feminine, could be masculine. All right, it could be how whatever you're in. That's why it's a good idea for you to check your chat too, to see. You'll be able to know too. You know, because like I said, I had 6 feminine and 4 masculine in my chat, right? So with that being said, if a majority of my planets are in masculine energy, then I'm going to be in masculine energy. Or if there's like half and half, you know, you're going to be in between, where you're going to have no choice but to balance out your energies, which can make it a little tougher. So I don't know who the Princess of Wands was, but definitely looking to go in a new direction and to heal from a previous scenario, and to be patient on herself or himself, okay? It's that type of stuff. So to me, I think it's beautiful, because like I was saying, they were both birds, and there's a lot of crows. I just passed the graveyard. There's something with crows lately, and normally some air, baby. So I don't know. I'm not actually like. There's something, and I normally don't vibe like that off crows. I like crows, but I'm not feeling them lately. They've been like swooping in front of like the car here. But just maintain who you are. But anywho, yeah, the birds, okay? The death I used was a bird, a dead bird, a skeleton. And then the Two of Wands and the Temperance, and the Temperance was a stork, okay? Carrying like a little baby stork. So it's a beautiful rebirth. It's beautiful new energy. You just gotta look at things in a positive manner, okay? So I don't know what we're gonna get when I get home and we do a sit down. I'm kind of wanting just like a very like different type of read feel, okay? But for some reason I really wanted to do an outside chit chat. So there's that, okay? I did touch base yesterday with the whole switching souls, guys, okay? A lot of yous, like I was kind of like, whoa, but with comments and stuff, it's like, oh, I did feel different, and this and that. Like, please look at every avenue of what it is I'm saying in that situation too, okay? Because I did a follow-up with me in the car on the way home yesterday that kind of broke down new people coming in, and then, you know, it's almost like some of you might even have like it's like a new soul, which would make sense too with the death and the temperance, you know what I mean? It's like, especially breaking that karma, like you're not attached to that soul like that anymore. Like it's a memory now. Because I thought about it again this morning. I had on classic rock, and it was Angels in a Centerfold, and it was, you know, memories are just mental. It's like, it's stuff like that, like memories being written off, or, you know, so it's your destiny. Whatever happens, but just be very practical about what you're putting in your head, what you're absorbing from readers. If you're feeling a bad vibe, you're not liking what they're saying, or, you know, they can be aggressive. Like, because when I said something yesterday about free will, I was a bit aggressive, all right? But, like, I just need you to be aware, you know, that stuff like that, the soul swapping, like, I didn't even know it was a thing, okay? So it's like, you could have, like, an ancestor soul right now and have that until you die, you know, because it's like they switched your soul so you can have a new life. You know, it's definitely all about a rebirth and looking at things in a very beautiful way. So you can't have that type of read hold you back either and be like, oh my gosh, then, you know, this person has no choice but to come in, because it doesn't work like that either. There's still always free will with whoever that read is really for. But I really need you, again, enjoy your day if I don't end up seeing you in the next read, okay? And that's it. I see